What's up guys, this is Andong. So recently I went to Japan and I had asked you guys what kind of food I should research so we can cook it on this channel. And there were a lot of good suggestions, but there was one comment that particularly caught my attention. Hold on, let me get it out for you. Over here. So, takoyaki is something I'm interested in, but refuse to buy the pan to make it. Ooh. Here's the thing guys, takoyaki is this classic Japanese street food. But not only do you need a special takoyaki pan, no, you also have to be some sort of street food ninja to pull it off. Plus this looks incredibly messy. So thank you for the challenge, Niklaus, consider it accepted. My takoyaki quest begins on my last night in Tokyo. I had not had takoyaki in Japan yet and I had almost given up on getting to taste it. That night though, I was hanging out with a fellow YouTube creator who actually lives in Tokyo.
Hey everybody, this is Josh. So Josh is taking me where?
I'm taking you to Alps.
What is that?
Alps is an izakaya.
An izakaya?
Yeah, izakaya in Japanese literally translates to alcohol place.
I like that.
Alcohol food place.
Yeah.
It's basically a pub, you know? Especially this particular pub, it's like my secret and I'm letting everyone know about it now.
Host bar.
Yeah.
Gay club, kind of, and
then there's Alps.
And then there's Alps. Let's go to Alps.
This is what you want to look out for. You look out for this. Zeikomi, which means like with tax, 100 yen.
I like that. Let's go. I'm good. Of course, it's Japan. You just press buttons and they bring you beer?
Yeah.
Kanpai.
You gotta have fun. You've got to have fun in an izakaya. It's all about drinking, great food, friends. Most izakaya will have the same kind of food. You'll find pretty much everything in most izakaya is exactly the same. For the most part, it's like yakitori or takoyaki, takoyaki, takoyaki.
Exactly. Awesome. Let's get some takoyaki.
Takoyaki?
Place order.
Okay. Look at it dance. Yeah, the bonito.
Maximum beef. Maximum. Alright, but this one, takoyaki, takoyaki, takoyaki. Takoyaki. Niklaus, cheers.
Alright, now that we have seen takoyaki in its natural habitat, I say we go and figure out how to make takoyaki without the takoyaki pan. I have a plan. So since takoyaki is octopus balls, we will need to boil some baby octopus. Mine used to be frozen. I brought them up to room temperature first. Actually, another advantage of frozen octopus is that it often comes pre-cleaned, so you don't have to remove the innards and stuff like that. Because let's admit it, they are a bit creepy. You let them boil for 25 to 30 minutes and then wash and clean the outer skin of your multiple octopus. Now let me address that the fillings for takoyaki can be really diverse. Shrimp or hot dog sausage, for example, are also pretty popular. Who puts hot dogs in their takoyaki? Actually, for those of you guys who have had takoyaki, please let me know what your favorite filling is. I'm actually curious what everybody likes. Okay, but there are a few constants. This one, for example, dashi. Dashi is a very common Japanese stock or soup base. For takoyaki, I think the dashi powder will work just fine. I mean, you could sub this for chicken stock if you really had to. I'm also topping everything off with cold water here to get the temperature down. Et voila, dashi. Now for our batter, we will start with some flour and our dashi stock. Next we crack 2 eggs, add a dash of soy sauce and a bit of baking soda for good puffage. My batter still looks a bit thin, so I'm adding a little bit of extra flour. We're looking for a slightly gooier batter than regular takoyaki. Trust me, I have a plan. Now for the filling, I'm first adding some minced white cabbage and chopped scallions. Next I have benishouga, finely minced. This is pickled Japanese ginger. Now if you don't have benishouga at home and you want to substitute it with something, I'd actually not go for fresh ginger. I think that's too intense. I'd rather go with any kind of other pickled vegetable. Ah yes, and then here is tenkasu. It's little bits of fried tempura batter. Except it's not. I couldn't find this stuff anywhere, so I used something you can find over here in Germany instead. It's called Backerbsen. Little tiny, crunchy pieces of fried dough. Very good substitute actually. So since takoyaki is this really versatile dish, I think there's nothing wrong with getting creative here if you need to substitute it. Like go with anything crunchy, like nachos, croutons, potato chips, and last but not least, octopus. Now I'm folding all the ingredients into the batter and it's finally time to reveal my plan. I want to freeze my takoyaki batter in these ice cube trays and then fry it up once they're in shape. What could go wrong, right? Now these have to go in the freezer for a couple of hours until they're completely solid, but being the impatient person that I am, I had to try something weird. I made some free-form, freestyle takoyaki that ended up looking like a fried chicken actually, and I gotta say, they did taste pretty good, but the form factor definitely can use some work. A few hours later, I get out my takoyaki batter. It's rock solid at this point. I mean, look how well this worked. I'm quite amazed, honestly. Now let's get our oil to 150 degrees Celsius and just sort of shallow fry our octopus balls, hoping they don't melt. And check this out, it really works. Let's hope they're cooked through on the inside though. This is sort of the final test for these guys. So we're gonna cut one of them open and bam! That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna quickly fry up a fresh new batch because what makes takoyaki takoyaki is definitely the dressing. So first I'm adding a dollop of takoyaki sauce, which I did make myself. My beautiful supporters will actually find a recipe over on Patreon, but you can totally buy takoyaki or okonomiyaki sauce from your local Asian grocery store. Next you go for some of that mayo, and bonus points for Japanese mayo if you have that around, but totally okay to use the Western kind. And now a sprinkle of ocean fairy dust, aka seaweed, and of course some of those eerie dancing bonito flakes. Now this, my friends, is no pan takoyaki. This looks extremely promising, and if this is not a solution to your problem, Niklaus, then I don't know what is, but only if this tastes good. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's it. This is 100% takoyaki. I'm blown away. There's like zero difference in flavor or texture. This is incredible. Whoa. Let me show you what one of those looks like on the inside. Hold on. Check this out, you guys. Doesn't this just look incredible? Well, mission accomplished, I would say. Drop me a comment if you have any type of food challenge for me. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly food inspiration from all over the world if you haven't yet. And then here are 2 videos YouTube thinks you will like, so go ahead and click these. Thanks to my buddy Josh for taking me out in Japan. Go check out his channel, everyone, and I see you next week.